I am hitting go live. Got a haircut yesterday, so I'm not sure if I'm too happy with it, but we're live. We're doing it live, guys. Doing it live.
Coming at you now live. Live and living color. Excellent. Welcome to another amazing episode of What the FiGPiN.
What the FiGPiN?
Man, tonight is going to be an awesome night. We have an awesome guest involved. Before we introduce said guest, let's go ahead and say hello to our other wonderful co-host, John. How are you this evening?
Doing well, man. Doing well. You know, it seems that we're not going to get an actual winter here in the Northeast, so you know, not complaining about it at all. I'm happy I don't have to shovel too much snow this year. So yeah, it's doing well, man.
That's crazy. It hasn't snowed here yet, but we've had one ice freezing, but it was closer to Christmas time, and then every now and then we've just had terrible windstorms. So hopefully, but you know, I have had it snow here pretty heavily late February, so it might be coming. We just don't know it.
I hear you, man. Believe me, we're not even in March yet, so we get that random, you know, couple of feet of snow storm here shortly. So hopefully we don't have to deal with it, but I'm happy that it's been nice weather for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool. What about you, man? How are you doing?
Man, it's 2023 is wild already. Just trying to hold on, plan everything. Just bought new tires for the truck, so that put me back way too much money, and got to now figure out how to go install them before we drive down to Mexico and all that. So yeah, it's nonstop. You know how it goes.
I definitely hear you, man. Definitely hear you.
Actually, I hope it doesn't interfere, but we had a bit go out earlier, so we are actually almost out of the hole. So if I get a random call, they're going to want me to the floor to go swap that bit out. So hopefully it won't interfere, but there's a chance I might have to leave, but
no worries, man. No worries. Yeah. Sounds good. Before we go ahead and move on to our very esteemed guest here today, who I've already seen in the chat has being asked that that statue has to have a close-up of its own. So we'll go ahead and get to that at some point this evening. But Colton, welcome, man. Frozen Sith, Queen Nerd, Charles Ling is asking anyone going to ECC. So if you are going to ECC, let's go ahead and blow up the chat for Charles. Austin Reed, Pin Up, Animus, Ruben Reyes, Getty Up, Wookie, Jose, Legacy Fox, Michael Carrier, Steve Morsh. Ooh, quick thing. I just beat Mike Carrier yesterday on arenas with my Black Widow chase there, so I was happy to finally go ahead and get into the arena and start playing around with it.
Man, that's gonna be a highlight of the show tonight for the people who aren't knowing. Arenas is FiGPiN battles finally coming out, so we'll chat all about that soon.
Very true, man. All right, Colorful Jamie, Cine Zero, Jose Escobar, Viegas, man, so many people. Pleasure having you. Let me scroll down here. Austin Reed and Set Seon. Professor FiGPiN is in the house. Johnny from Tag'em. Welcome, everybody.
Tag'em. Man, definitely an awesome show, and we appreciate all you guys tuning in. Let's get to the real bottom of this here. You guys aren't here to watch us. We're here to see everything, learn everything about our esteemed guest, Goon. Goon, how are you this evening?
I'm good. Weirded out.
It's just us, man. It's just us.
Right. Just y'all and these the trolls you got here on the right.
Well, put that to the side and you don't have to worry about it, man. We'll get you covered. So, Goon, man, it's a pleasure to have you. I know that we've chatted a couple of times. We've seen you around the community for quite some time. So it's definitely a pleasure to finally get to chat and meet with you in person, man.
It was an honor. It's an honor for you guys to even ask me. I'm telling you, I'm boring as hell. So this is Philip.
Well, so what we can do is we'll send Casey over to your house so she can give you a single shot of a hot toddy there to make you feel a little bit more at calm, and then you can start slurring your words like Battle does when he doesn't know he's getting drunk.
Hey, you better watch out. That single shot will turn into 3 shots without you knowing.
Very true. But yeah, man, it's awesome to have you. So I mean, yeah, the highlight obviously, and maybe I'll go ahead. What we'll do is let me pin you real quick here. Obviously, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I know that. I think everyone's aware of that. So we got this huge statue of Super Saiyan 3 Goku back there. Care to share where you got it from? How long have you had it? What's the deal with it, man?
It's Prime 1. I went on pre-order for that thing for like, I don't know, a year, a little bit more. And it got delivered, and I just haven't had time. It's been sitting in my garage for, a little bit over a year. So at the beginning of the month, we're cleaning up, and I found the boxes like, oh, well, damn. And I put this guy together, and thank God nothing was broken. But I actually planned to talk shit about Dragon Ball today, but I mean, this thing is it's so sweet. Even my wife had something positive to say about it, which, you know, that's saying it all. Here, I can zoom in on it.
Man, that thing, even from afar, looks awesome.
Yeah, they did an amazing job.
Dang.
But he's so fragile. I already broke some of the blue stuff. I had to super glue it back together.
Oh, man, but the hair, though, look at that thing.
I should have brought some of their heads. It comes with the black one and the Super Saiyan one, and his hair goes on forever.
That's crazy. That looks so good. I love it.
It's ridiculous. The hair was actually like half the box.
I can imagine that.
Ridiculous.
Oh, it looks like you got a little Ariel in the background. Oh,
yeah,
man,
this was my nerd before FiGPiN.
Oh,
There's
man,
like
look at that.
There's Big Baby. If anyone's a Hellboy fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Samaritan right there. Sorry, this office is dirty as all hell.
No, that is great. Oh, is that Venom? Heck yes. Wolvie.
Yeah, this Wolverine, some dude made it. They're actually metal claws. I mean, it's ridiculous.
That is awesome.
Yeah, but now this is the office that my wife works in every day because she stay at home, and oh, she's a good woman.
Man,
that's very cool, man. Well, thank you for showing us that.
Anyways,
so my question to start off right away is, I of course want to know about how you got into FiGPiNs, but obviously we got to see some of the other things you collect. How long have you been a collector of things, and how did this wild, crazy life you live start? What did it start with?
My boring life. I don't know, the statues. I used to be a Magic fan, like a big Magic nerd, and I just found my cards recently. I was talking to Mike chat, and they gave me links on how to sell the damn thing. Evidently, the dual lands that I used to spend $18 to $20 for are worth like $500 to $600 a piece now, and I have it's like 40 or 50 of them, something like that, just sitting there.
Wow.
But from Magic, it went to World of Warcraft, and then the statue started, and yeah, that's. If I thought I had storage problems with FiGPiNs, I mean, the statues are just awful because you got to put the boxes somewhere too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the wrappers and the plastic it came with. So we have one full garage of just shit, of like basically wrapping.
Hell yeah. OG style right there.
So true, man. This is what we work for, right? It's all this fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is great. This is actually the stuff I hid from my wife when I first met her.
Well, I'm not sure if you know, but we do have a another group called SOFA. SOFA, right? Significant Others of FiGPiN Addicts. So if she needs to join, more than the group is growing.
Oh, this poor woman, man. She works at home, so every day, like periodically, every couple hours, she knows to open the front door whether somebody knocks or doesn't knock, just to pick up the packages that are sitting there.
That's too funny, man.
independent pins too. So it's not even just a nightmare for her.
Oh man, and then anytime, if you're like us, anytime you leave out of town or something, you either have to send somebody over or you walk up and your entire front porch is full of boxes that you've left there for a few days.
Oh yeah, no. I've got family that lives right down the street, and they come in.
So how did you find FiGPiN? Do you remember what your first FiGPiN was and how you came across it? And did you decide to make the jump into FiGPiN like most of us because of the size and the space requirements, or what made you get
I
into
didn't think
it?
about space. If I had known, these guys were my first.
Nice. I love the turtles. That is so sick.
So let me ask a question. Are all those turtles the actual in the app, or they the actual turtles that they go with, or did you get any of the error ones where I think it was Raph was Donnie and Leo might have been someone else, right?
That would have confused the hell out of me, especially when I started because I didn't know anything. Yeah, I saw the app, and I know FiGPiN, they officially say the app doesn't make any money or blah, 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 but the app's the only reason that I got hooked onto it, and it's like the main reason that I'm going forward. I mean, the community and all that other good stuff. There's a lot of good losers in Discord.
Yeah, you're talking to two of them, man. You're talking to probably the two biggest losers here. So,
Mike, Lutz, all these good people. But no, these guys, I mean, I've been a turtle nut forever. So
Dude, now you're talking my kind of language. Do you keep up with comics? Have you been getting the Lost Years, the Ronins, any of the Power Ranger Turtles comics, any of those?
Not the Power Rangers, but the Ronin. I mean, it fucks me up rotten, man. You want to talk about like emotional hit, like the three brothers dying? I've actually got that statue on order. I had promised my wife when it comes, I'll have to figure something out. I think I'm thinking, at least it's not pins, right? She's gonna see the big boxes and think it's full of pins. But yeah, there's God, I forgot who the maker is. I post it in show and tell on the FiGPiN fans Discord all the time. But there's this one where it's just him, and he's got the broken weapons on him, and then there's like the three ghost brothers standing behind him and holding his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh man, you want to talk about
it is so cool looking. I thankfully haven't gotten into statues yet, but when I first started seeing that statue was when Ben Bishop, for Bishart, was putting out the last Ronin NECA toys, and he was actually selling them on his site where he would sketch them and sign them and put like a little fancy print in them. So I'm in a little deep with those right now. Those are super cool.
I got the white one. I've got like the original Ronin NECA and then that white version of it.
Yeah. Are those NECA or are those Diamond PXT or PTX or whatever they are?
Huh. If I was in my little room.
Yeah, I could. If I was
your collector room,
I could have them laying out too. I could show you, but I'll when next time I'm home, which probably won't be for months, but whenever I'm home next, I'll shoot you some pictures of the little sketched art ones. I actually opened one of them up
Actually, it's Playmates.
Playmates. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I thought it was NECA. Well, I'm all.
Man, there's a bunch of good ones out there. That's for sure.
Artwork on the back.
Yeah, that was cool.
I bought all the Ronin comics. I've got them sitting around. I actually read, the physical comic books, but damn, I didn't know. I missed out on the sketches. I'm gonna have to. I just made a note. I gotta Google that one more time.
I'll keep a little mental note in. I'll let you know when the next. I think he said there was a couple different rounds of them. And anyway, I'll remember. I'll shoot you the messages when I run across.
I really appreciate it. It's not lip service. Like I would really love that here, as evidenced by spending too much on these. I don't know. Sorry about the.
Nope, we see them.
Oh, dang! Those are awesome. Those are the new ones, right?
Yeah. So those were cheap, and yeah, there's a couple chases which I'm not supposed to show, so I didn't say that. But yeah, I'm a turtle nut.
Well, those are
Yeah.
awesome.
That is super cool. I hands down love it. I've always said actually, like if, and we'll ask you the same question here in a little while. We probably just ask it now, but if there was a line of fig pins that you really wanted to see, one of the ones I've always dreamt of was 90s movies, Secret of the Ooze, TMNT, that kind of, Tonka Razor, all the super shredders, all that sweet.
Rocksteady Bebop. I mean,
Oh yeah, man.
that's the classic, like Shredder, Krang, Rocksteady Bebop.
Yep.
I mean, that's my wish list on the next FiGPiN turtle run. Blah blah blah. I mean, do one, but it seems like
Krang in the android body, or just Krang in his like little walker?
I don't care. Like, like I'm not even that picky about it. I love it all.
I just need them.
I have no idea how much money I spent on that stupid video, like the Turtles in Time video game. Just pumping quarters, and those bastards knew I was coming. I mean, it was like $1.25, 20-something, 30 years ago, whatever it was.
Yep, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great game. Great game for sure.
Amazing. Oh man, we went to a wedding at I think it was like 5 Seasons in LA, like 6-7 months ago, and I'm with my babies, and we're just moving around. I'm trying to avoid my wife's family, and I go in the basement, and there's the Turtle in Time machine. It's like completely free. It's in the kids section. I'm looking around like, you guys go play over there. And I just sat there until I beat the damn game. I had my cell phone out. I'm taking screenshots of the ending, and
That's awesome. So I don't know if you but something similar to that, where I was in college with my best friend from college. We're at Target. Of course, we go by the electronics section, and they had, whatever. I'm thinking it might have been, maybe it was the Wii, or, maybe it was a GameCube thing. They had some retro game thing that came out with the Turtles. I'm sitting there, I'm playing it. My buddy comes up behind me. He's like, hey, I think that there's people that want to play. I turn around, some little kid. I'm like, he can wait his turn. And I'm sitting there still playing for like 10 minutes. I'm like no way am I going to go ahead and let this kid who should be playing this game, like, interrupt my time right now. Like, I'm playing this game. Absolutely. He can wait.
Not yet.
I want to throw judgment at you, but I've done the same thing. I'm with you. Like, listen, kid, you can't afford this. I don't see your parents around. Like,
absolutely, man. You're absolutely 100% right. So those were your first fig pins that you had. How did you did you Google search it? Did you run into them in a store? Like, how did you come across FiGPiN?
That's a really great question, and I knew you were going to ask it. I don't have an answer. I have no idea. I am a workaholic, and it's like indentured servitude basically right now. So I'm just sitting there walking down a hall, and I'm just randomly looking for just shit, something to nerd out on, just something, right? And I had all my like normal hits, like Big Bad Toy Store and EE, and a couple other, like, there's half a dozen. By half a dozen, it's probably 30 places that I and you just keep going down. And I saw these turtle fig pins, and I don't know, they were just, I mean, these are so simple and so awesome. The colors pop, and just everything about them. I mean, they're like perfect, to be honest. Even the backs,
Yep. No, they're fun. I was glad that they introduced the Turtles with that lineup.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I don't think the one they recently did I love, but this was the one they started with, and they should have started with this one. And then after this, I went to what is that apple? Big something apple. I don't know. People talk shit about it all the time because they never mail anything out. Big Apple Collectibles, something like
There you go. Yep, Big Apple Collectibles. Yep.
And I bought like $400 or $500 worth of full price fig pins, which is probably like 4 fig pins. But after about a week, there was no change in shipment. They wouldn't answer any of my emails. So I'm just sitting there like waiting for these pins. I've got my 4 turtles with me. And so I started looking on Google for other stores. I stumbled on Pins on Fire. And I put in another order that was just a little shy of that. And like 3 days later, the box was there. Like, it was literally 3 days right there on my store, on my doorstep. And
yeah, Jason and Sandy, they do an amazing job there at Pins on Fire. So definitely.
Indeed. Shout out Pins on Fire.
Yep.
Ridiculous. And from them, I decided only to stick with like the smaller retailers. Eventually, I met like Lutz from Pops and Pins. They're just phenomenal.
What up, Lutz?
Yeah, Lutz.
He's probably in bed right now. He's tired.
I know. That's why I was like, what should I say? I'm like, I can say anything. You know, he's probably...
he won't find out till tomorrow. So.
But the Elvis Stitch was the other one. So it was these 4.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I don't even like Elvis. Like,
well, but you
But
gotta
the
like Stitch.
glitter
So.
suit that he is wearing, I mean, how could you not?
it was just that pin. That's everything about that pin. I mean, I still have it like displayed, like where I put my watch and wallet and all that. There's a Elvis Stitch sitting right there. My wife is like,
Nice.
she's like, what? She's like, Elvis? Like, I don't get it. I was like, just sometimes I don't ask questions about stuff you do. Just leave this one.
Very true.
And don't ever go into my walk-in closet again. Like those are the 2 things.
Don't question my choices and don't go in the closet.
There's no like bondage whips or any like weird stuff in there, right? Just call it my
But
nerves.
those are my toys.
All my toys are in there. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell her. Yeah, honey, all my toys are in there. And Goku.
That's right, man. That's an amazing statue. So do we want to ask about Whatnot first, or do we want to ask about my favorite question, Battle?
I kind of want to know the favorite question now.
Okay, so Goon, and if your wife's in earshot, you can ask her to earmuff it. What is your single most expensive fig pin purchase? And I mean a single fig pin, not you bought, $500 worth of fig pins was your most.
So I got this AP Thanos. Okay. I consulted Mike, I consulted Lutz. Wow. So I will not go to the 3rd shot. So like so many people about this, and I was like, he's asking this kind of money. I don't even like Thanos. I'm like, but I just want. It's like one of the legendary, one of the rare, one of the first, one of the whatever. I'm like, I just want one. I don't have any of those like super old. At the time, I didn't have any of those super old grails. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get it, And they gave me some prices and blah blah blah. I paid like I want to say it was. I don't even remember. I did remember. I want to say it was like $750 or $800 for it, right? Then I got it in the mail. Then I sent a screenshot to Mike, and he's like, "Wait, what the fuck, dude?" He's like, "That's the AP." So the guy on Mercari selling it didn't even realize it was the AP.
Jeez Louise, man. Look at you.
I
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure one of those pins that I bought was that price. And I can't believe that you got an AP for that price. So that's a steal, man. I love that story.
It's hilarious. And I'm so stupid. I sent him the screenshot, and he's telling me, like, dude, that's the AP. And I look back at the screenshot. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
was it the lot A or the lot B of that pin?
Oh, you got me.
Because I think and Battle, you have one of, I think the AP of that one is, there's a lot A, I think that has maybe 70, and there's a lot B that has like 36, right?
it's a lot bigger.
Yes.
It's the 36.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's an amazing story, man, and what an amazing
That's
pin to have it
definitely
happen
good
for
price.
sure.
You got me good. You know what? I think it's a lot A, because I think I talked to Mickey's Walt, and he asked me that same question. And I think I told him lot B, and he got excited. And then I looked it up, and it was lot A, and he was less excited.
Let's see. I think I was chatting with you just the other day about it. Let's see.
It's the 72.
Okay.
Yeah. The ultimate nerd. Like, you just go on your spreadsheets, and you have everything here.
Hey, those spreadsheets are lifesavers.
God. I think I document my pins better than the investments. Taxes.
It's the way it goes. Man,
That's
I
for
don't
sure.
even remember. I don't really remember what I paid for my rare Thanos, but I kind of want to say it was more than that, but man, hopefully not. I'd have to judge my spreadsheet too.
My spreadsheet doesn't have what I paid.
Yeah, mine includes that.
I know. One of the shows I heard you say that, so I was looking at my spreadsheet. Actually, I made my spreadsheet because of y'all, and
Oh, really?
yeah, most of the way I track and do stuff, and I mean even these, like the holders. For a while they were Hero Complex, and then they were J2, and now it's back to Hero Complex. I bought a ton of those V3 logo holders that are actually pretty cool. So yeah, most of the stuff that I've done is watch on y'all's show, and the spreadsheet. I tried putting the prices in just because you said that you did it, and I don't know. After like a month, I was like, no, and I went to the top of the column. And I deleted the whole column.
Yeah, But believe me, I wish I could delete that column now too, but I put so much time into it. I was like, oh, I can't go ahead and get rid of the column now.
Deep, especially when I started on the whatnots. Like, I just don't want to know.
Yep. Well, let's talk about Whatnot, man. So, I mean, it seems that you are the, one of the experts for Whatnot. I know that every time that I join either Tag 'em or Pops and Pins, Whatnots on Wednesday and Tag 'em's on Thursdays, you're in there. So what's the appeal? What do you like about Whatnot? And yeah, what's your, I guess, biggest score that you've got off of either Pops and Pins or Tag 'em from Whatnot?
So it's actually Lutz, Pops and Pins, who got me hooked on Whatnot.
No.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just chill. Everyone's sitting in there hanging out, making jokes, just hanging out. His music is always on point.
I do like that playlist, man. He shared it with me. I started putting it on my my rounds, so it's definitely an awesome playlist.
I mean, he's so old. You wouldn't think that the music was like that. I mean, I would think like,
oh man, I cannot wait for him to hear this one, man.
like the gramophone, and he's
play the gramophone. Yep. Oh man, Lutz, we love you, dude. We love you, man.
No, it's all out of love, man. No, but the music was amazing, is amazing, and he's always changing it. So I never get. I'm so ADHD, and I mean, he keeps my attention, which is, I mean, that. Yeah, you know me. That's amazing. Even my wife's like, "What, man?" She's like, "I can't even watch a movie without having the iPad and the phone going at the same time, and going back and forth."
Yep.
Somehow I'm that goddamn whatnot.
So I'm seeing, as we're chatting here, I'm seeing Austin Reed put a comment in here, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, because I don't remember seeing this one, but you're appealed to Whatnot because you want a pink Ariel for $61. True?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, or no, maybe it might have been whatever. So it was like this month. Just to support Tag 'em, I came in there and I didn't even plan to spend any money because for a while it was just me bidding. And these guys are trying to run their business and they're trying to develop stuff. Like, you don't want to see one person, it's kind of like, so I just wanted to spread, the fun. And like even if they were making like their intake was less, just because people were bidding lower than, you know, if one person came in and you know, went high,
Yep.
you know, they preferred that more people, you know, they spread the wealth, you know, more happiness. So unless I really, really want the pin, I don't usually go hard. And I went in to tag them, and it was early on, and I just kind of want to set the standard so people weren't bidding like $20, you know, let them, this guy works hard. Same with Lutz, they work hard putting everything together. So I bid like 80, or so I bid like $61, and somehow I won. I picked a number, I got the redemption. And then in the redemption round, the first person picked, oh man, and I hope they're not here. Which I don't remember their name, so it doesn't matter. But they picked the weirdest pin.
The one they needed though.
Oh yeah, it was. You're right. It's the one they needed. But I wanted to say it was like a Mickey Mouse AP. It was some just like offshoot, you know. And they skipped the Ariel, and I went and I got their second. I'm like, well, Ariel?
Yeah, seriously, wow.
$61. I got that Ariel.
And whatever pins you got out of the redemption box.
Yeah, those two, and actually the logo is what I really wanted. It's back here. But it's okay. Tag'em's not hurting. The next week was like the first date night I've had with my wife in like 100 years, and we got hammered. And I was so genius. I went to the bathroom in the middle of dinner, hammered, and threw a couple bids out there. So he I didn't hit a redemption either. So he got his full price of his I don't know where it is.
His Ariel.
He got the full price of his Ariel bag. It's
Well, that's another amazing story, man.
right there.
There you go. Look at that.
That is for sure.
So if you're not a complete degenerate like I am, I mean, you can get some real steals on that whatnot. And those guys are super, super generous, you know. So, you know, before they used to have at the end a lot of the big prizes and stuff like that, but at $70 to $100 a round, you know, everyone can't afford that. So then like Lutz started making it so all the, you know, I don't want to call them losers, but you know, the losers, the ones that didn't get redemption tickets.
Yep.
A chance at the end to get an AP. I mean, it's
yeah, no, that was a cool feature that he added to the to his whatnot show for sure.
That was phenomenal. You know, then there's some days that he'll have like a logo night. So I think I picked up 6 logos just out of boxes that night.
I remember that night. I remember watching that night for sure.
I remember that as well. That was a really good one.
Yep.
How do you say no to that? You know, those beach logos are 500 sequence, and you know, I think I got 2 of those. I got 3 of the 500 anime, and then like a handful of others.
Yep. What wasn't it like you and Wookie Pool, or maybe you and Dean, or that were going ahead and going buck wild with the logos that night?
It was probably DM. Yeah, I don't know what she does for a living, but
yep, she's another whatnot expert, that's for sure.
I need that.
DM, yeah, I will say the ones I've tuned into between Goon, DM, and Wookie, they're gods and goddesses, that's for sure.
Very true.
That's the other thing about whatnot is there's like a whole there's like a culture behind it. Then you have the real god coming in, like the what's his name, User, and just God knows who that guy is. But I mean, he'll bid $200, $300, $500 a round and just give away all the pins at the end.
Yep. Yeah, no, User is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yep. And to switch gears here a little bit, and I guess we should have asked this before we went into whatnot. What is a either a character or a license that you would like to go ahead and see on FiGPiN's Dream, you know, vision board?
Like an expansion or new?
Either one.
Oh, one piece, yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about turtles all day, but I mean these there's only half of the crew here. So the rest of the Straw Hats. Frankie, Brooke, Chopper, for God's sakes, Robin. So, and hopefully, you know, as cool as they were, maybe not so neutered poses, maybe some action going on.
Yeah.
It's like they're taking, Luffy's cool, but the rest of them look like they're taking kind of, passport pictures here. So,
Passport pictures. I like that one.
Hey, they were on that boat.
Yeah. MGH, man, welcome to the show. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but I definitely agree. I would love to go ahead and see a Yu Yu Hakusho FiGPiNs. That was such an amazing show. I remember watching that with my brother. When we were done with Dragon Ball Z, that was definitely our next show that we were watching. So definitely awesome. Would be awesome to see those FiGPiNs come to life.
I haven't seen that one. Show.
It's definitely older anime for sure. It came out. It was probably towards the end of Dragon Ball Z saga that show was coming out. But yeah, it's an awesome show.
And then the same as the other ones. I know they're probably in the pipeline, but finishing up the Masters of the Universe, that Skeletor is phenomenal. I mean, I don't know who's that. Ralphie's? Is that who got it?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if Ralphie saw the final product or knew what he got, but I mean, what a windfall to have an exclusive and that thing shows up. I mean, I bought 4 of them. I actually didn't get the AP, but 4 regular pins just because they're just amazing. They look awesome.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see them finish that up. And I'm so old. So like Thundercats, Silverhawks, like along those like just 90s, just like the repeat stamp cartoons that they had,
Oh, yeah, man.
Like Thundercats in space, like
Where's that Space Ghost?
That would be great. Space Ghost, and then he's got the monkey. They could come up with 4 or 5 characters out of Space Ghost for sure.
Absolutely, man.
That's hilarious.
We're talking about Thundercats. They have Transformers, man. I would love to go ahead and see them do some of the older Transformers. You got Snarl, Slag, right? Grimlock. I mean, this could go crazy with all those nostalgic cartoons.
How cool would it be if they can come out with some Beast Wars for when the Beast Wars movie drops? I would be so stoked.
I would love it. Definitely love it. Marshall, man, well, welcome to the show, man. This is your first time here. It's great having you. And Professor FiGPiN, thanks for sending him. We're just chatting with Goon right now. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Goon is a legend among the community. He is a Whatnot expert, going ahead and getting crazy deals, not just on Whatnot, but hunting Macari for APs that people don't know are APs, getting steals and deals with those places too. So very cool.
Macari, man. I'm so annoyed. I got that stupid go on. So I will say I will never shop at Walgreens for anything. I used to get my energy drinks from the Walgreens down the street. I actually drive, no bullshit, like a half a mile down the road to the CVS or the Rite Aid. They're on these, so I can avoid the goddamn Walgreens. I don't think those pins made it like to the East Coast. I know some people. There's AMC GOW in Delaware has seen them. Don't even know where Delaware is.
It's on the East Coast. You're right. Yeah.
So they just bypassed Michigan, and I got borderline obsessive about it. Like I had a Michigan map, like with the 4 counties that I normally have to drive around in, and I had pinned out the dotted the Walgreens just to see if I have to go over here this day or that day. Make sure you stop at this Walgreens. I think I've been to all of them, in this part of Michigan, and multiple times, and nothing.
Yeah, I haven't. I only have one Walgreens with me. By me. The next Walgreens is probably going to be 45 minutes away. So I don't ever make it out that far to go to a Walgreens. But my Walgreens has not. It was actually funny. I do go there quite often to go ahead and check to see if just randomly I can get the Gohan or the Cell. Which, thanks to Professor Figpin, he actually was looking out for me, and he was at his Walgreens and was able to pick up the Gohan for me. So thank you, Professor Figpin.
Good score.
Yeah, definitely, I was appreciative of that. But they had one Figpin sitting there for probably a year plus, and it was the Midoriya Figpin.
Yeah. Or Goon.
Last week they went ahead and just funny that you mentioned that character. Last week they just added a second. I as I was walking back towards the toy aisle, I'm like, oh my god, I hope, because I saw that there was 2 boxes. They have it in some random spot. I was like, oh my god, there's another Figpin there. Please let me go ahead and find one of these guys. And it happened to be Hunter X Hunter. I was just like, oh my god.
Or that Super Saiyan, the what is it, 4, whatever, the monkey one with the red fur. Dude,
Super Saiyan 4 Go Get 'em?
Yeah, it's like you go there and just want to nerd rage out and just like break it. Like, fuck, not again. It's like,
yep.
The only times I really hunted the Walgreens hard was when I was first getting into it, and I was looking for all of the
Contest of Champions.
The Contest of Champion ones. And I remember first walking in, found Star-Lord, thought that was super cool. Finally started rolling around with Iron Man and all that. So those ones really, really cool. I have not had any luck here in Texas either, going to all the different Walgreens I drive past. For me, it's like I kind of stopped trying to hunt for them. Not that I don't want to, but it's just I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. But if I'm driving through town and all of a sudden I look over, there's CVS, this is like cut through traffic, go in, haven't found a thing though. We use a couple people in the community share the barcodes, and I've actually saved the barcode, and I've gone in and had people scan them, and they're like, oh yeah, we have 4 on site. And I'm like, where are they? I've scouted your hole. And they're like, oh, they're probably over here. And they're like, well, let me go look in the back. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, I guess we don't have them. Nobody can find them. I'm like,
I'm not even gonna go there because I've talked to employees too, and just no comment. I hate Walgreens now. The biggest troll is right after Christmas. So I started in March of 2022 collecting. I wasn't even a part of the whole hunt for Contest of Champions, right? So I'm looking through all their Christmas gear. I don't even know why. I mean, I should have just left. And I see 2 Figpins sitting there in one of the temporary, like, middle toy sections where they got the Pops and some of the Star Wars stuff. And I lost. I was like, holy shit, this is it. Like, this is like a random thing that they just put. I reached out and looked at them, and it's 2 fucking Star-Lords, like Contest of Champions. And I took a picture of it, and I sent it to Discord, and everyone's like, oh, that's great. I'm like, are you kidding me? I want to throw these across the store.
Too funny, man. Too funny.
Oh,
are you into, other, I mean, I know that you're a One Piece fan. You've mentioned some other animes. Are you into Naruto at all?
Yeah, for sure.
So, were you able to grab the new Naruto lineup?
Oh yeah. In fact, I thought my postman was being an asshole. I've been waiting all day because they said it was supposed to come today, but they came like literally 15 minutes before we started the screen. So
Oh boy.
I got one from Lutz, one from Pins on Fire, and one from Tag 'em. So this is what I'm going to be doing tonight.
Very cool. Very cool.
So actually, no, I'm sorry. The Pins on Fire is going to be that Kingdom Hearts. The Lutz one will be the Naruto and Goofy.
Nice, man. Did you go to I believe it was Mighty Hobby for the Madara, or?
Yeah, Obito.
Yep.
That they misnamed. Ask Austin about that.
All right, we'll have to ask Austin what that's about.
I mean, they did name him wrong. It's not actually Madara, but yeah.
That is, I was wondering. I was like, I mean, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think that's Madara, but okay.
Oh, geek. Yeah, ask him too.
So we have Naruto that came out. You mentioned Kingdom Hearts, so you said that you grabbed the Donald from Pins on Fire. You got Tagum's Sora, and then you have Goofy from Pops and Pins. So have you? You obviously just got some of those. Did you have you had any of them yet, or no?
No.
So we don't even know what sequences you have. So you possibly could have first off the line super match or last off. Well, there's no super match on those. So you possibly could have first or last off the line there, and we don't even know yet, man.
I doubt it. I never get lucky like that, but I bought like 20 of each, so maybe.
Well, that's awesome. We also very cool pin. Yep, I like that one.
Damn, that really pops.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm looking for. Oh, nice. Oh, actually, this is the Whatnot box. Anyways, yeah, FiGPiN really was boring me for a while. I started moving to the Independence. I keep posting those pics on our Discord, hopefully, it's like, oh, maybe employees will see it and see what other people are making and how exciting some of these pins can be. But this round, I mean, they've hit it out of the park, right?
I agree for sure.
The Obito one, somebody posted in Discord earlier today. They zoomed in with like a really nice phone into his face, and you can actually make out the two different eyes. I mean, it's like through the eye holes in the mask. So I mean, that's a really great touch.
That's awesome, man. Very cool.
And the ECC, the Korra, like I'm losing my shit over that one.
I know, man. Yeah, and that is another topic that we're gonna bring up. So we have Korra coming out. We have the Deadpool. I believe it's the 70s. Well, speaking of bell bottoms, I think that was it Wookie Pool saying that she's gonna be at ECC with her with bells on. So there you go. Who else do we have? We have Korra, Deadpool. Oh, Kang and Kodos from The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror. Those look awesome.
The Deadpool.
And I'm missing one more. I think there's one more, isn't there? Oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
The glitter JJK.
Yep.
But
so definitely excited, and I will say that I mean, besides the New York Taxi logo, the new logo for ECC might be my favorite looking logo.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. It looks great.
Yep. I mean, I can't go ahead and say New York Taxi is going to be my favorite one. Of course, I can't go ahead and disrespect that one. So
the GameStop logo is my favorite.
GameStop one, very hard to find for sure.
Leave that one alone.
Yep.
But that Korra, I mean, that looks ridiculous.
Yeah, man. And I think I saw it might have been FiGPiN fans, or it might have even been FiGPiN on TikTok that was showed the glow on it. I mean, it looks amazing. It's definitely excited for that pin for sure. So yeah, ECC is going to be pretty cool. Plus, I'm not sure if you have had access yet to it, but arenas also came out in the last few days. So have you had a chance to do any battling in there?
Yeah, I'm terrible. Just keep losing because I'm dumb or I'm doing something, and rather than chuck my phone across the room, I do like one battle a day, and then win or lose, I move on.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I mean, I've seen some people. I've also heard some stories that people have went ahead and been up to like 1,000 battles or something. That's pretty intense to go ahead and have that much commitment into the arenas. So I'm excited about that.
I mean, I get it, but something has got to change, and not because I'm losing. I really don't care. Honestly, I'm not competitive like that. Unless I lose to Mike, because F him. And
too funny, man. Mike Carey never gets any love, huh?
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, no, I don't care if I lose or not. But something's got to change, just because, like, the pins that are winning are just like, I don't have anything close to what these are. They're superstar pins.
Are we talking about battles? Or am I gonna have to knock y'all out because I'm not here to talk about battles?
Yeah.
Well, you had jumped back in. I mentioned it, and then you had got back off. So
Oh yeah, sorry, I had to take a phone call about work. They're almost. I probably have like 20 minutes or so to spare. But and then my sound audio always kicks out, so I had to start it back up so I could hear y'all. But so we're battling. Are we throwing bows? What were we talking about?
yeah, so we were talking about ECC, and then obviously it's going to be their biggest event yet with a 30 by 30, space there, and I know that battles or arenas is going to go ahead and be a main focus for, their that con, and then we started kind of talking about the ins and outs of what arenas look like and what battles are. So Goon is saying that he cannot figure out arenas yet and how to battle it. I'm in the same boat. I kind of get it a little bit more now that I've done a few. But yeah, it's and I did see Darth Pins go ahead and make a very funny comment saying it's not that Nessa has an arena problem, arena has a Nessa problem.
I will say again, just going with the community and blah blah blah. Nobody's been a jerk about it. I mean, except for me making fun of, whoever, but like Pin Escobar got first access to it. He started recording his screen and then uploading the videos into Discord so other people could see what he was doing. And even now, the people that are winning, it's not like they've got some super ninja technique and they're keeping it to themselves. I mean, you just ask them and then they'll tell you, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. There's just like an RNG component to it, and you need XYZ to win. I've got just an amazing pin that should be a hero, but it's got an effing 2 in the serial. It's like a 2 and then like an 8 and a 9. And like for some reason I'll random and it'll always hit that 2.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, my pin that I've been battling with, which is my 1 of 18 Chase Black Widow. It has 2 8s in it for the rando. And although I did beat Mike Carrier, the very next round I played with him, I did the exact same setup I did the first time, and I wound up losing. So I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but it's still fun. I'm liking it, and it's a cool cool new aspect to it. Do I think that they can go ahead and change some things around? And I agree for sure with that one.
Yeah, they got to tweak something, but it's not like, well, I won't criticize. Yeah, just say that they don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like it's almost there. They just have to, play with it.
Definitely.
But
so Battle, let's go ahead and hear it because I know that you've definitely been, in there. You've been playing with it. So what's any tips, any fun things that you can go ahead and share about battles and what to make it, what works and what doesn't work?
Man, kind of like you guys were saying, I think Ness is one of the ones you gotta ask. Leprechaun, you gotta ask. They've really been the ones putting in the time. And heck, I mean, Zero has a heck of a winning streak. He has an amazing pin for that. But I haven't been able to play too terribly much. But I have put some time in. I've been trying to learn it. From my quick assessment, my thought is, oh man, how can you make it quick? Of course, Lot A pins, you get so it's always your story card versus your factory card, and you put those 2 combos together to get your round score. Now there is a little bit of strategy involved. So like what I just heard you say, John, is like you went in, you beat Carrier, and then you picked the exact same ones, but then you lost. Well, some of it was probably due to that random number generator, but 2, it's kind of like a strategy. If I know when you're gonna play your heaviest hitter sequence numbers, overall my worst one out there. And then if my other 2
Battle, it's like the perfect time. Like you're like getting right to the point and you're breaking out completely. It couldn't be any more perfect timing, man. You're like, oh, this is how you go ahead and win. That's all we heard, man.
Oh man, one of these days we're actually supposed to start getting Starlink out here, so hopefully I'll be better service pretty soon.
There you go, Ed.
But yeah, so a little bit of strategy, if I know when you're going to be using your, strongest factory score and your strongest story card, I can play my weakest. And as long as my other two have a close average, I could potentially beat the two better rounds out of you. Of course, Lot A gets the stronger one out of the two. If you have a really low sequence, like you said, your hot topic out of 18, that's going to give you a really high factory score there. And then, of course, if you can get like a first off the line, that also helps you get those higher factory scores. So those in themselves can get you 3 heavy hitter scores without a lot of strategy, a lot of effort. But if you can also find a pin that has really good high numbers in it, let's say, I'll make it up. Let's say your serial number is XXX9X. Well, that 9, when you hit the random button, will be inserted into your round score at any of those 4 spots. So like, let's say your round score was 1,000 and you have a 9. That could make that round score a 9,000, a 1,900, a 1,090, and 1,009. So it interjects that number randomly throughout that score. And it's a little bit of a crapshoot. You're rolling some dice. So that's where that strategy comes in, is like, when do I want to, I need to pick my highest against yours. And then, of course, some strategy is you try to get the first 2 wins right off the bat. You lowball your first one, come in heavy on your seconds, one in between. It's just kind of fun. It definitely plays a game, and that random number generator definitely can throw some curveballs in there for it too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm still playing with it, as Goon said. I mean, there's I think some tweaks will definitely make it a great addition to the app for sure. So I'm looking to go ahead. I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens, as they move forward into the future with it.
I'll say, just you people that haven't done it, just never click the boost button. Black it out like a Sharpie in your head. Like, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, so I mean, if you go ahead and you lose your boost, if you go ahead and I think I heard some people saying that they use their boost and then they were able to put it back into the unlocker room, and then they were, I might have been confused with what they were trying to say, but I thought that there might have been something where they could not go ahead and reboost the pin even though they were able to put it back in the unlocker room. So yeah, just I'm not sure if Goon, was I correct with that? Did I see that actually being talked about?
I was reading that today. Somebody had happened to Puffy, I think. Something
Yeah, I know that I saw someone saying that they could not go ahead and they were able to put their pin back in the unlocker room, but they were not able to actually go ahead and reboost their pin. So
just 5 or something like that. So
yeah,
100, and it was something about 5. He couldn't get those 5 back. So I don't know if that's intentional, but if it is, then really black out that boost button. Just
for sure, right?
So I did find out through trial and error that you hit that boost button, which will do a ×2, which I still lost that round, I'm pretty sure, that whole match. You do give up all of your 100 or however many boosts you have. But I also found out when you enter arenas, you come with those first 5 points. If you run out of if you lose 5 in a row, for example, and you want to go back and play, it'll say get points for the arena. And I guess I probably was clicking a little fast, but I didn't read anywhere. It was like, if you want more 5 points, it's going to charge you 5 boosts. And sure enough, I hit it, and my boost score went from 100 down to 95. And so then now my, factory time story score is less.
Oh, damn.
So that makes sense for sure. Is it only though if you drop? And I mean, I know we're getting to like the nitty gritty here, but is it only if you drop below or your pin gets to 0 that becomes active, or can you go in there anytime and possibly go ahead and lose boost that even though you didn't mean to?
I've only haven't tested that too much, but the only time I saw it, like when you go into, your history or whatever, how you redeem your points, I only remember seeing that button come back highlighted once my pin had lost all 5 rounds, and it lit back up and it was like, get points. And I thought, oh, well, let's see what happens. So I clicked it. I got my 5 points back. I started battling, and then when my first round came up, I realized now my 100 possible boost story score is now 95 points. So that's one of the ways you can get back in.
Makes sense for sure. Okay, that's cool. Any other tips or tricks, Battle, that you've can share with the community?
Not at the moment. I still got a couple ideas that I'm messing around with. Haven't played too terribly much, but I do know if you can find that good, if you can just find an average mediocre pin, good factory, good story score, even if it's not a ballpark hitter, if you can get a good sequence or a serial number with some high numbers in there, like a 9, it can do some damage. So keep refining those strategies. I'm sure there's a winning combo out there that we haven't discovered just yet.
Very true, man. I see you and Mike Carrier having some love quarrel going on there in the chat, Goon, but that's fun. I believe we talked about the Kingdom Hearts release. It happened on Friday. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and check out Pins on Fire, tag them, as well as Pops and Pins to go ahead and get Donald, Sora, and Goofy. They still have some of their bundles available if you're looking to kind of get an AP chance. They definitely look like amazing pins, so make sure you're checking out those 3 retailers. We also have, I know we talked about it for ECC, but we also have Jujutsu Kaisen coming out as commons. So we have Sadara, Yuji, and Ryomen, and then what's the next thing that releases tomorrow? So make sure that you're either checking out FiGPiN itself or you're going to your specialty retailers to go ahead and pick those pins up. And there was something else I wanted to chat about. Oh, NBA Wave 2 pins came out. So if you are a NBA fan, make sure you're checking out, again, those retailers that have the NBA pins, as well as FiGPiN themselves. And then, Goon, are you into the sports lines? Do you have those pins, or?
I mean, I have all the. I did correct, but they missed one of the teams in Wave 2.
Yep.
Man, that just makes me think of my old school Grant Hill jersey.
Nice.
Yeah, so NBA Wave 2 is out. So if you want to go ahead and get a chance for the chases at those as well, make sure you're buying those pins. And then we have Mighty Hobby. Is it Mighty Hobby that has? No, sorry. Toy Temple has the Devin Booker pin there. So make sure you're checking out Toy Temple if you would like to go ahead and complete the entire wave for NBA Wave 2.
Toy Temple, by the way, make sure you search all their old FiGPiNs too. I picked up some older ones for like $12.
Yeah, it was funny that you mentioned that because I was looking at their website and I was like, oh man, they have some old school pins here for sure, and they're also $12. So good call, man.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I think I have not mentioned, or we have not mentioned, is the pre-Vizsla, the Evened exclusive, is going to go ahead, and it was announced that they will be releasing that on their evendrop.com website on March 3rd. So go ahead and as that date gets closer next week, go ahead and keep an eye out, and they will be making an announcement of when to get that pre-Vizsla.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I'm not sure. I'm getting a message that our screens look gray, but I'm looking at the preview and it doesn't look like that there's a gray screen there. So hopefully it's not an issue. What are they saying here? Will they link that? Video came in today. Can't wait to open when I'm home. Will they link that? I'm not sure what that means, Marshall. I'm sorry. Do I have to see the Lego Man again? I actually am not sure, Getty. So they went ahead and you actually purchase off of their evendrop.com website now and not their even.com website. And I had not purchased from evendrop.com, so I'm not sure what the experience looks like on there, but good call. For I can't go ahead and answer that honestly. I'm not sure. Goon, did you buy off of the drop website or just when they announced it on What the FiGPiN?
I got both. I didn't get it during the stream. But actually, after y'all show ended and everybody was raging in Discord, just for the hell of it, I went back to their website and there was one and I ordered it.
Nice. Very good. Cool. Good. It's truly been a pleasure, man. I mean, you're awesome. You said that you were going to be boring. I thought you're great, dude, man. I love your whole story. Yeah, it's been fun, man, for sure.
I know you guys I've made you run late, but do you have time for some giveaways?
For
Oh,
sure,
shoot,
yeah.
no way. Thank you very much. You're kidding, right?
So I have like 2 APs. Well, mint. That I'd like to give away, and I will include the very custom and exclusive Lutz Shinzo.
Look at that, man.
I need to hear the story behind said pin, but that is really cool what you did for that and raising some money, I think, right?
It's not as expensive as you think. Yeah, that was just a troll, but that might be another story. I have another couple pins coming too. I made a few, but
That's fun, man. Yep, and here, Battle, thanks again. We're going ahead and getting people commenting numbers and letters, going ahead and trying to win the pins. So,
Number
Goon,
7.
yeah, number 7, right? Goon, do you have any thoughts about how
oh yeah,
you want to give this away?
It's gonna be One Piece, so you can open your window and get ready. Just Google One Piece, and so I'm sorry, I don't want to. Can I just ask the question?
Absolutely, man. Please.
So the first one, who is Shank's mom?
All right, guys. So the question for one of the APs, courtesy of Goon, is who is Shank's mom? We're still getting numbers and letters.
Or you could say who is the leading theory of who Shank's mom is.
Kay Swanson is saying Luffy, Nico Robin, Jose Escobar, Moonbeam, Chi Chi, Big Mom, Nick Olivia, Shakiyak. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm assuming that must be somewhat the answer because a lot of people are saying that now.
I think they saw the Reddit post on that.
Is that accurate or no, though? No one yet, Goon?
Go with that one. I had never Googled it before. Do you see who's the first one?
So let me go ahead and I have to scroll back because there's been a couple of I am seeing Jason Nelson as being the first one to go ahead and comment again, Shakayak. SHAKUYAK.
Seriously.
Yo, I hate to end.
No, Battle Man, we
great
appreciate
show.
you. I know you got to go back to work, man. So thanks for chilling with us. Have a great week, bud.
Hey, love y'all as always. Thanks for joining in. Next week on What the FiGPiN, Goon, it was a pleasure. Hopefully we get to chat a lot more.
Nice, man. I'm sorry that I made you I made this thing go long.
Oh no, I'd rather stay long. I don't want to work. I've been working all day. I don't want to go back. John, pleasure as always. Thanks, audience. We'll talk to you soon, huh?
Have a great one, Battle. All right. So Jay Nelson, did we get this right, Goon?
Yeah, no, it's I should have Googled it, to be honest, because that's so there's a theory that like the new last most powerful person, she's actually Shank's mom. But we won't even go there. Anyone's a One Piece fan, just hit me up in Discord and then we can talk about it. Now I realize it's I don't know.
All right. So Jay Nelson, man, congratulations.
So how does that I didn't even identify which was which. Do I just pick, or because he won first, he can choose?
Well, Jay Nelson, you can go ahead and pick, man. Would you like is it LeBron and is that Snow White?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yep. So Jay Nelson, congratulations. You are the winner. Did you want Snow White or LeBron James? All right. So Goon, as we're waiting for the next one or Jason's response, let's go ahead and if you want to do another question,
Yeah.
let's look up the answer before we go ahead and say the question.
For sure.
So guys, again, the last question was, who is Shank's mom? We are giving it to Jay Nelson, and Jay Nelson would like LeBron. So Jason, if you can reach out to Goon to go ahead and get him your information, he will go ahead and send those out to you.
Yeah, just hit me up on Discord on FiGPiN fans.
Yep, FiGPiN fans Discord. You can go ahead and find him with Goon978.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just writing that down right now. So I don't.
Nope, you're fine. And then let's see, Goon. I just got the pops and pins you made. Cheers! It's awesome. Very cool, KH. Queen Nerd. I love it. Moms aren't really a thing in One Piece, except Big Mom, who is just a fight first.
Yeah, it's. Anyways, I've been on the nerd forums too long. I didn't even think, oh, I should just Google it and see what like Reddit or what the general answer would be for that one. So this one's a lot easier. What's the name of the Straw Hats' first ship, and what happened to it?
All right, so the next one for the Snow White AP, thanks to Goon. What is the name of the Straw Hats' first ship, and what happened to it? Indiana, have a great night, man. Case Swanson has Blade. Guys, don't forget you're answering it's a two-part question. What's the name of the first ship, and what happened to it? We have Blade and Big Boom from Case Swanson. Pinup, Going Merry sank. Going Merry. Guys, don't forget it's a two-part question. Going Merry sank. Anyone right yet? Going Merry and burned. Going Merry and replaced by Sunny Go.
Looks like Eddie Puente got it. Going Merry and it was burned. I thought Queen Nerd or Escobar would get it.
All right. Yes, I'm seeing Eddie Puente with that answer. Eddie, congratulations. Going Merry and burned was the name of Straw Hat's first ship, and that is what happened with it. If you can please reach out to Goon on Discord at Goon978, hit him up with your address. He will go ahead and get a Snow White AP out to you. Very cool.
Actually, Eddie, I don't know. I haven't met you. I don't know you. Do you know? Are you on the FiGPiN fans Discord?
Yeah, it's the first time that I've seen Eddie. So, Eddie, congratulations.
So if you don't find me on FiGPiN fans, maybe hit up y'all on Instagram, and then you can direct them to me. John?
Yep, definitely, man. So, Eddie, if you are not... if you're not on FiGPiN fans, Eddie, you can go ahead and reach out to us either on Facebook or Instagram at WTFiGPiN if you don't have Goon's information on the FiGPiN fans Discord page. Yes, he's Puente43. So, all right, Eddie, perfect. Yeah, Jason, I apologize. It was a two-part question, and I only saw your Going Merry first. And yeah, I didn't see the second part there. So Eddie was the first person to get it right in the first thing. So, but thank you, man. Appreciate you. Goon, man, again, dude, this has been an absolute pleasure. Is there anything, did you want to share any social medias that you go ahead and post anything on, or anything, anywhere that people find you doing fun stuff?
No, but popsandpins.com, Wednesday whatnot with Pops and Pins, and then tag them on Thursdays, most Thursdays. And then FiGPiN fans Discord.
Very cool, man. Awesome. Cool. Goon, man, it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Everyone, thank you so much. Jason, hit me up after the show. You can go ahead and hit me up on either Facebook or Instagram. I can go ahead and help you. I mean, I can't give you an AP, but we can definitely help you out, man. To everyone that's here, guys, we do not have anyone for next week. So if you are interested, please go ahead and reach out to us either in Discord or Instagram, Facebook. We'll be more than happy to feature you guys on the show. We love going ahead and chatting with new as well as OG collectors here at What the FiGPiN. It is not required. Goon, obviously very much appreciated, but never expected to have a giveaway done. So Goon, thank you so much. That was very generous of you to go ahead and do that for the show, man.
Oh yeah, no. I think I won one of my first APs because of you guys. So
Awesome. Very cool.
it was a very big deal when I first started. So yeah, I treasured that thing.
I think John forgot about long ago the time with the Moana question. I definitely forgot about a Moana question. I apologize, Austin. So yeah, guys, if you are looking for not if you we're looking for someone for next week. So if you are interested, go ahead and reach out to us. It has been an absolute pleasure to be here with you this Tuesday. Have a great time, guys. We will catch you next week. Goon, I think you might have seen to the end of the show, we go ahead and kind of and all the battle's not here, so you're gonna have to hear me count down from 3 to 1, but we go ahead and do a little nod to our start where we were with our FiGPiN boosters group and shout out Boost Awesome to finish the show. Do you mind doing that with me, Goon?
Oh, I'd love to.
Awesome. All right, guys, have a great evening. We will catch you next week in 3, 2, 1. Boost Awesome. Great night, everyone. And there.